Welcome back to the Gridiron Soapbox, and in today's video, I want to take a look at Tua Tagovialoa, quarterback from Alabama. Now, Tua, he's a special player in my opinion. He's had a very good career since he's been at Alabama, and this season he's had a very good season as well. But he's had a few injuries over the course of his career, a couple ankle injuries, and in their last game against Mississippi State, he unfortunately dislocated his hip, and he'll be out for the season. Nonetheless, I think Tua is a great player. I think he will be drafted relatively early, and I also think he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. So we're going to take a look at a couple clips here, and I just wanted to point out a couple things, that I like about Tua, a couple things that I think Tua does very well. Now, in this particular play, Alabama comes out in a 5-wide set, and Tua is looking for Jerry Jeudy the entire way. They've got a 5-wide set. Jeudy is the number 2 receiver from the bottom of the screen. He's just running a simple seam route. He's about 1 yard outside the hash to the field, and he's looking to get to the far hash on his seam route. And the thing that I've noticed throughout Tua's career is that he is exceptionally accurate with the ball. Alright, he places the ball very well. He doesn't miss a ton of throws, and he has some really good receivers that have the ability to bail him out if he isn't accurate on the pass. But on this particular play, he doesn't miss. He places this ball beautifully, and he places this ball where only his guy can get it. Alright, so we're just going to take a look at this. LSU brings a 3-man rush, so they have 8 guys in coverage. Alright, Tua just drops back. He's standing in the pocket pretty strong, and like I said, he's looking for Jerry Jeudy the entire way. And just take a look at where he places this ball. I'm assuming that Alabama is coaching him to place that ball right on the hash, and look where he places it. Right on the hash, but he puts it in a place where only his guy can make the catch. Now, Jerry Jeudy, one of the best receivers in the nation, he'll be a top 10 pick for sure. He drops his pass. This is something that he doesn't do often, all right? He doesn't drop the ball that often, but hey, you're going to drop some of them. You're not going to catch every single one. And this is a play that I feel like he has to make, especially at this point in the game where Alabama is down 20 points, and they need a big play. So they need Jerry Jeudy to make this play. Unfortunately, he drops it, but, to my point, Tua is extremely accurate with the ball, especially on his deep passes, and he puts this ball in a place where only his receiver can make the play. Now, that's NFL stuff, guys. That's the stuff that'll get you drafted. That's the stuff that'll make scouts and coaches, that'll make their eyes pop out of their heads. So, like I said before, Tua is extremely accurate. He's extremely accurate, and, he got injured. There's a lot of questions about whether or not, he can make it in the NFL with the injuries he's had. People are calling him injury prone. I get that, but at the end of the day, if you draft a guy like this, you've got a special player on your hands. Now, this next play here, I really, really like. All right, I really like what Tua is doing right here with his ball placement. Like I said before, accurate down the field, accurate passer. Okay, so Tua, we get a little motion up top from the receiver, coming back inside. We have a little semi-sprint out, all right, a little semi-sprint out to Tua's right. He comes back to his left side, throws the ball to his running back, and places that ball beautifully, gives his guy an opportunity to make the play where only his guy can make the play. And the good thing about this is that, you're dealing with a running back, all right, a guy that typically doesn't catch the ball out of the backfield, all right, a guy that's not a receiver, a guy that's not working on these plays every single day. It's not catching the ball every day, but Tua gives his guy an opportunity to make this play. He places the ball right on the outside shoulder, right in front of that pylon, right there in the end zone, and there's no way that defender from LSU can even attempt to make a play on the ball. Now, LSU, they've got 4-star recruits. They've got 5-star recruits out there on the field as well. So these guys are no slouches, and obviously they won the game. But plays like this, these are the plays that you want to see your quarterback make. These are the throws that you want to see him make And these are the plays that these coaches and scouts are looking at, and they're like, wow, this kid can really throw the ball. All right. So, you know, from watching that LSU game, that Alabama LSU game, these were two plays that really stood out to me. Like I said, on this play right here, Tua put that ball right where it needed to be, and he allowed his guy to go up, make the catch, and they got a touchdown right here, and it helped them get back into the game. So at the end of the day, I do think Tua, you know, because of his injuries, he might drop a little bit. You know, his draft stock will drop. You know, he probably, I'm not sure if he'll be able to do all of the pre-draft workouts and all of that stuff. But if you're watching the film, and if you've watched Tua over the course of his career, you understand what type of player he is. He's a special guy. All right, he's a special player. We've known that since the day he stepped on campus at Alabama. Now, if he gets his, you know, he'll have to prove that he can stay healthy. He'll have to prove, you know, that he's legit and that he can make these plays on a consistent basis. But in that game versus LSU, coming off of an injury, you know, coming out here toughing it out against one of the better teams in the country and putting his team in a position to win that game, I think Tua is legit, guys. And, you know, don't get it twisted. You know, he's had some injuries, but, you know, as far as, you know, playing the position, as far as playing quarterback, as far as delivering that ball and putting it where it needs to be, I think Tua can do that, and he's one of the best guys in the nation at doing that.